was a lot easier than I thought. Anyway, got them out of their box very carefully, which actually wasn't that hard. It was pretty easy actually. There wasn't even any sellotape. Anyway, I have them in the case thing that they came in. This feels very old school, but anyway, here we go. Here we have Bertie. Whoa, that face. Wow. I have wanted Wooden Railway Bertie for a while, and I finally have it. I am finally holding it in my hand. And it's pretty nice. I mean, you've got his face, looks very, very happy. He's got his driver, driving him, obviously. And you've got his lining, black tyres, his name on the bottom, outlined in white. And he's got his back window along with indicators and a magnet for some reason. And he's currently carrying 0 passengers, apart from his driver, which isn't really a passenger, but still. You've also got the doorway where passengers get in, and you've got his engine grills thing. Don't know how buses work. And you've got his indicators at the front, and his face is rather well painted. Don't know what he's looking at though. He's looking at you. Hello! Yay! So, yeah, there's not much to say about Bertie other than I really like it. It's cool to have it. So, I'm going to put this on the ground now and get on with everyone else. Hurry! You can go next to Trevor. There we go. Nice. Now then, who shall we talk about next? I think Fred. Let's talk about Fred next. Troublesome Fred. For those youngsters watching who probably don't know who Fred is, well, he appeared in the Railway series. I don't know if he was mentioned at all, but he was seen a bunch of times in books where Oliver was involved. Like Toad Stands By, he was in that, I think. And very nice coal detail on top. Looks that nose though. His eyes are extremely small, but I mean, it looks nice. Your typical 7-plank wagon, 7-plank coal truck. You've got Fred, Feel Hay, Coal Co. on both sides, and he's got the typical framework of a 7-plank wagon. Very nice. It'll be a nice collection to any goods train that you may have. And his mouth could do with a bit more painting though. Hang on. He's got his buck teeth they had in the book. That nose is very big. Anyway, he's got his Fred. He's got a name on the bottom. I think he's got license on the bottom. Hang on. Date. There we go. Can't see what that says through the camera. Never mind. I'll look at that later. Anyway, just your typical troublesome truck, 7-plank wagon. Nice. It'll be a nice addition to the coaling plant and any goods train you may have. Hurry! I'll put him in the yard for now. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about Oliver. If I can get him out. Come on. Come on, Oliver. Again, I'm trying to be careful with this. Hang on. 1 second. Alright, got it. Right. So here we have Oliver, the Great Western engine, also known as an auto tank 14XX, from the Great Western Railway, as it is clearly lined in the Great Western logo on his tanks. Lovely. He's got his handrails with the top bead, dome and safety valve. He's got his very nicely detailed water feather caps. His funnel very nice. He's got a rather cheeky face. And he's got a nicely detailed running board along with cab, and yeah, that's it. He's a very interesting model, to say the least. Amazing, didn't give him side plates or buffers, but wooden railway doesn't do that. Anyway, he's got his nice number 11 on the side, along with his cab detail, handrails, and coal in a coal bunker, because obviously. And his face is nicely painted, and that face. His boiler and tanks are very nicely detailed, by the way. Don't know if I've mentioned that. His cab roof is fairly flat. It looks flatter than most models I've seen, for some reason. It's the same on both sides, obviously, and he looks great. Very nice. It's nice to have one of these. Now then, I'll put him down there with Fred. Hopefully he doesn't rip him apart. There we go. Right, next we'll do Toby. There we go. Right, I already have a Toby, but it's always nice to have a spare. Since this is new, kind of, well, not exactly new, but it's old, but never mind. Anyway, a few things to say about Toby. He's got very detailed wooden plank work. He's got his nice wooden frames and handrails. Shame he doesn't have the bell or funnel detail on top. He's very detailed, actually. His face is nicely painted, but it represents the character. And he's got his headlamp on top, along with his cow catchers and side plates, which are also rather detailed in plastic. He also has his tail lamp too. Nice. Toby. Name on the bottom. In case you're not quite familiar with Toby's class of engine, he is based on the LNER J70 tram engine, I believe. Is it J60? I don't know. Anyway, that's Toby. He's got 4 wheels, even though I believe Toby is a 060, so. But I mean, it's easier to negotiate around tight turns, I guess. So, tops of that. That's Toby for you. Nice. Yeah. There we go. What was that? No. And finally, the item we've all been waiting for, or what I've been waiting for, Henrietta. Wow, it feels so nice to hold this in my hand for the first time in forever. For the first time in forever. Doesn't have a face, obviously, because Henrietta didn't have a face back then. Nice white roof with detailed handrails, balconies, planking and windows on both sides. And I don't know if she's got the light simps on the bottom. Running out of things to say here. She's got Henrietta on the bottom. Shame they couldn't do any detail like on the balcony, but hey, that's good enough. That's good enough for me. So she's a very nice model, to say the least. I guess that's it. So yeah, that's Henrietta. very nice to have it in my collection, finally. It's about time. Thank you, parents, for gifting me with these marvellous toys, which I can now add to my collection. Don't really need Toby though, he's over there. Zooming in. Zooming in. Hello, focus. There he is. You can just see him behind Thomas, with the far sheds. Whoa. Zooming out. There we go. Also, I got this camera for Christmas too, by the way. I'm currently using it for the second time. The first time was with my Thomas at Butterley video. The second one, not the first one, the second one. This is the first time I'm running out of battery. Anyway, I guess that concludes this video. Well, hope you have had a very Merry Christmas. Be sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments if you want any more unboxing reviews in the future, because I will definitely do it. I was very nervous to do this for the first time. Anyway, I'll stop talking and get off. See ya, bye.